Okay, this is against my good friend Caleb, and we were hanging out. We decided, hey, let's do a triple battle. Now, let me give you some preface in here. I was stupid enough to lead with 3 special attackers, and that Ninetales is a special defense. It's the greatest special defense wall I've ever seen. Look at this dark. Look how much this life orb. I'm sorry, not life orb. Look at how much that dark pulse does. That dark pulse does that. That much. That's crazy. I just thought that was amazing. He goes for the extra sensory on the Ampharos. Doesn't bother the switch because of the sun. That volt switch does a lot to my Greninja. I'm just happy I didn't use Dark Pulse. All right, so anyway, Caracosta is gonna go for the Stone Edge on my Corsola, and that does a ton of damage. Like, I was surprised how much damage that did. Of course, my Focus Blast is not gonna touch that. So I'm hoping for the burn on this Caracosta because I traded this Caracosta to him, and it is a Shell Smash set. I think he just didn't want to take the chance to do the Shell Smash because of the volatility of the Greninja, which is on the field. So I almost get the KO on that Ninetales, and it's gonna take out my Greninja, which you do not see that very often when a Greninja takes out a Ninetales. I mean, when a Ninetales takes out a Greninja. That does not happen. Alright, so I think he was hoping for the burn there, and I actually avoid the Stone Edge, which is perfect, so that I can get the KO on... Oh, not KO, I'm sorry, because that is also very bulky. But almost get the KO on the Vaporeon, activating his Citrus Berry. We battled a few times. I think in one of my later battles, I actually had a Cricketune with Bug Bite and Technician, and I used it to win the game because I Bug Bite him, or used Bug Bite on him. I got all my health back, then sustained a flamethrower, brought me down to my Focus Sash. Or no, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of different. I ate the bug thing, and it actually let me survive so that I would win the game. But that was a doubles. I don't know if I'll upload it because it's a little cheap. Not exactly following Smogon. But I don't like Smogon. So. Or actually, I wouldn't say that. I just think Smogon's always given NU a bum rap. That's just what I'm saying. Alright. So anyway, I withdrew my Ampharos for that. So my Ampharos died to the Stone Edge from the Caracosta, which is disappointing. Here's some Hypno action. You saw Hypno get the KO on the Ninetales. It took long enough to get the burn on the Caracosta, which means that I no longer have to live in fear of that Stone Edge, but I have a feeling it's not going to be... You know, actually, I think he has a Choice Band on that. I think that's why he's using the Stone Edge. Anyway. So, that's Ging, which is his Gengar. And this Gengar is actually, it's got one of the highest special attack... It's one of the best special attackers that I have seen. Like, his especially. But it's way more frail than the average one. But I learned something interesting. Did you know Gengar actually gets Giga Drain? So look for a strategy on Giga Drain Gengar in the future. I think that'll be an interesting one. Okay, I didn't get a chance to power up with a Nasty Plot on my on that Hypno, which is why that attack was so weak. So this Corsola was done, so I decided, hey, let's just set up Stealth Rocks. I mean, get some damage off. Whatever's coming in, you know. Titan being his shiny Rotom, which is really cool. So my Victreebel, which is a total boss, takes out the Rotom. Which, I mean, it wasn't going to do much as long as that sun is deployed, but still. No, I don't see this coming. He gets the Destiny Bond on me, and so my Shadow Ball actually takes out my Hypno. And this Hypno is the bulkiest thing ever. I have all my time. I use it all the time on Battle Spot. In my upcoming series, BSS Battle oh my god, Battle Spot Showdown, and never once have I had it get O-code, or one-hit KO. For people not savvy with the Pokemon lingo. That was a pretty devastating turn. We had 4 Pokemon in the field get taken out, which, I mean, doesn't happen very often. So, yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Alright, so he sends out his Sparky, which is his Luxray, and, of course, it gets the Intimidate off on my Toss and Turn and my Victreebel, and since those are my last 2 Pokemon, I'm not going to have really any, not as much damage, and that would be a problem if this thing wasn't so frail. So I get the Spore off just to be a little annoying, and I knock it off, and I don't know why he's got the King's Rock, but with Caleb, there's usually a reason for all his items, so I don't question it, just knock it off. It didn't really matter. He didn't get a hit off. So that Drain Punch is going to do some damage, and then finally the Stab Leaf Blade from that Victreebel, which, by the way, has a base 120 attack stat. Manages to take it out. Alright, so I thought that was sort of a cool battle. Make sure to comment what you thought. If you want a battle, or you have a suggestion, tell me in the comments. And unlike a lot of the other YouTubers, I will actually battle anyone. It's not like a random raffle. Alright, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks!